17 beautiful lives were taken. It is also 1 month without silence. 1 month of students nationwide standing together in solidarity and in unity. We will not be silenced. There have been far too many mass shootings, most of which have taken place in schools. We give our thoughts, and we give our prayers, and we give our condolences, but we forget and we move on. This time is different. We stand together, not only in unity, but in solidarity, to keep each other safe and to empower one another. We may be young, but we are driven. We are students, we are victims, and we are change. We will now have a moment of silence.
Thank you. Lauren Dawn Tomchip, 18 years old, captain of the varsity volleyball team, possible valedictorian, an amazing sketch artist, and a senior at Columbine High School, with big plans after high school. Gone. Benjamin Wheeler, just 6 years old, described as eccentric and an irrepressible, bright and spirited boy. His life was surrounded by music and happiness, a first grader at Sandy Hook Elementary School. Gone. Jamie Gutenberg, 14 years old, a daughter, sister, and dedicated dancer, described as funny, spunky, and had the ability to brighten anyone's day. A freshman at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Gone. These are the reasons why we need to stand up, speak up, and be a part of the change. For Columbine, Lauren, Rachel, Cassie, Stephen, Corey, Kelly, Matt, Daniel, Isaiah, John, Daniel, Kyle, and Dave Sanders. For Sandy Hook, Benjamin, Carolyn, James, Daniel, Jack, Josephine, Noah, Anna, Chase, Jesse, Dylan, Emily, Charlotte, Jessica, Aviel, Olivia, Grace, Catherine, Allison, Madeline, Rachel De Avino, Dawn Hutchfrom, Ann Murphy, Lauren Rousseau, Mary Sherlock, and Victoria Soto. For Parkland, Jamie, Alyssa, Martin, Nicholas, Luke, Kara, Gina, Joaquin, Elena, Meadow, Helena, it's Alexander, Carmen, Peter, Scott Eagle, Chris Hickson, and Aaron Fuse. For other schools who have suffered the same tragedies, for the families and friends of who we have lost, for the staff that was lost along with the kids, please be a part of the change, a part of making our school, not just here, but across the country, a safe place to learn, a place where parents shouldn't be worried to send their kids to, a place where we shouldn't have to worry about anything except an upcoming test or when we're going to buy our prom tickets. Stand up, speak up, and be a part of the change that has to happen.
Thank you all for coming. Today we are here to start a very needed conversation in our school and community. On a national level, next to nothing has changed since the tragic shooting at Columbine High School in 1999, where 13 people died. Since then, America has endured 200 plus school shootings, many of them fatal. There have been 14 school shootings, including in universities, in 2018 alone, leaving students or teachers either dead or wounded. When I first wrote this about 2 weeks ago, the latest shooting was in Parkland, Florida on February 14th, leaving 17 dead. Since then, there have been 3 fatal high school or university shootings, and this makes me angry. It makes me angry because I cannot name every school and every victim. It makes me angry because each shooting leaves Americans feeling more numb. It is no longer a shock, it has become normal. It makes me angry because we are now labeled as Generation Columbine, an entire generation of Americans that have gotten so used to school shootings as a part of American society that feeling unnerved and fearful in school on a daily basis starts to feel normal. This fear is all we've ever known, and that's insane. We don't get a choice whether or not to come to school. It is a mandatory part of our life, and one that should be a safe and enjoyable experience, not potentially life-threatening. To me, the fact that every single representative in America, whether local or federal, is not working as hard as they possibly can every single day to find a way to protect the children of this country is absolutely infuriating. We are just kids. We shouldn't have to think about what we would do if a lockdown wasn't just a drill, where we would hide, what while we would text our parents as possibly our last words. We shouldn't have to demand the adults representing us to stop giving victims only their thoughts and prayers, but instead give action. But the fact is, this is the climate that we now live in. We had nothing to do with how this situation developed to become where it is now, yet we are dealing with the fatal consequences. We have left the responsibility of our safety solely to politicians for too long. It is up to our generation to demand action, and we can achieve this through unity, strength, and education. We must be open-minded and stand together to empower our fellow classmates. Through walkouts and marches, and peaceful protests, and social media campaigns, and voting, and constant contact of our representatives, we will make change. It is our generation being killed, and it will be our generation that solves the problem. Let yourself be sad and be angry, and then do something about it, because enough is enough. Thank you.
As we've grown up, it often becomes clear that our opinions aren't always valued. Don't speak unless you're spoken to. You'll understand when you're older. You're too young to get it. As we do grow older, we have learned more and more that the world isn't as safe as we thought it was. The fact is, for better or worse, this world is ours. For soon we will be the adults. Some of us already are. But no matter if you're 14 or 40, you can still be active in expressing your beliefs and concerns. Our voices do matter, despite and because of our age. Each one of us has a different perspective to share, solutions and questions and plans that are yet to be heard. There are so many ways to create a significant impact and make your voice audible to the community. And no matter where your political stance lies or what you believe in, it is vital to vocalize these beliefs and have an open mind to ideas different than your own. A crucial part of this is having meaningful conversations with friends, family, administrators, officials, or whoever you may be capable to reach out to. Often starting a conversation about difficult topics, such as school safety, is the first step to problem solving and moving forward from a shocking tragedy such as the Parkland shooting. Another important step you can take is reaching out to your representatives and congressmen and women, as well as local officials. Letting people who represent us know your thoughts and ideas can make a huge impact on both our local community and beyond. In the past, I have emailed John Faso and Senator Schumer, both of which responded to my emails with their plans and ideas. It is also possible to call your reps to speak about topics they may have an impact on. Finally, voting is essential to participating in local and national decisions, for it is so important to be represented by people who will fight for what you believe in. If you are 18 or will be 18 soon, you may see Hunter Bachman to receive quick and simple forms to fill out so you're eligible to vote. You can also go to vote.gov to register to vote online, which can be done easily, or register with DMV. It is crucial that anyone eligible to vote does so. The fact is, there is nothing we can do to get back the lives that have been lost because of those devastating shootings. But what we can do is take action to try and make sure it never happens again. We hold more power than we realize, and our voices do matter. It is up to us to do what we can to vocalize and communicate our ideas in order to make an actual difference. We are still living and breathing, full of ideas and power and action, and it is our responsibility not to take that for granted. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming today to raise awareness for this important issue. This topic has been a problem for a while, and it will not go away if we do not demand change. All of you being here today is a huge step in the right direction. We are so lucky to have the support from Mr. Shull and all other administrators to have been able to do this today. Ichabod is committed to protecting its students, but we as a generation need to ensure that all students across the country are safe and have the support of their school to make a change. As many said today, school should be a safe environment, not one that creates fear and violence. Today cannot be the end of this discussion. This conversation of wanting change needs to continue even when a mass shooting isn't fresh in our minds. Change is only going to happen if we can encourage the adults around us. Vote, contact your representatives, and make yourself heard. We have to speak up if we want change. This conversation cannot end when you walk out these doors or when you go home today. It needs to continue for weeks and for months until we make a change.
So we still have a few minutes. We're going to pass out the voter registration uniforms to anyone that's 18 or will be turning 18 by the end of this year, and we encourage you guys to start the conversation now for the next few minutes. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say a few words. I want to say you're an excellent audience, and thank you for taking the girls seriously. Thank you for taking school safety seriously. And please keep it in mind, if you want to make change, we have to work together. Work together with your classmates, those who are here, those who are not here, your teachers as well as administration, and anybody who can help with the change process, whether it's politicians, your parents, or anything. So guys, just remember, school safety is something that we take seriously. We care about all of you. And please work together. Just remember we talked about before, especially with school safety, if you see something, say something. If you're ever worried, please let us know. And again, thank you for being here and trying to make change for good. Thank you.
I'm 14, so I can't vote.
Okay, if you have gotten your voting registration slip if you're 18, if you're all ready to go, you can make your way back to class. Please try to be respectful and just be peaceful about it, okay?
He's like, I love that. Yeah, remember I told you.